And we're live streaming on BitChute. How about that? Good morning, everybody. It's great day to be alive. And as my old boss used to say, it's a great day to die. Um, and he was into philosophy and stuff, and he just thought that, well, you might just as well live your life as if you're going to die. Interesting thoughts there. But anyway, I intend to live for a long, long time, like beyond 1,000 years. So uh, let's get to it. But I don't know. Yesterday, I fell off my diet and ate some cookies, man, and pizza. Eek! The vitamin A is getting to me. So, um, anyway, I'm just streaming for streaming's sake. So, if you're looking for something real important or whatever, earth shattering, we might do something else. I don't know. You go to another channel. um, but you're welcome here. Welcome to hang out. Um, I am, maybe I can show you this. I'm working on, um, let me shut off this title on here. Let's just change it up and change the title to say something like studying how to program with AI. And there's lots of ways to do this. And I'll show you one tool that I've been using called Replit. And you can let's see, is that up on the screen now? Sure it is. Okay, let's put me over here. And that looks pretty good, right? And then I'll zoom it in a little bit. So I've got this plan here, Replit Core, and it has a certain amount of usage, resource usage, and I seem to go up against that and run it all out. Like the project I gave it, it consumed 80 hours of compute time in like a matter of hours. So I'm in a timeout section, I guess, until what, the 6th of October or something like that. So anyway, these are this is one I'm trying to do a hedge fund tool. Let's see, where do I go for that? Rupples hedge. This is the one I built out, and it wrote all this code, and the file names are over here on the left. Config.py. I think that needs to be saved. Let's look at that. I don't know what the changes in there. Control S. And then how do I get back to little size? There we go. So there must be a way I can commit these files with Git. I've got this thing. I can say here. I can push with Git, the GitHub. You've probably heard of that. I'm going to push it. Oh, I can review the changes down here. And it shows me side by side. Let's maximize that. So it added a test print to it, which is good. Why not? Unified, split views. Good. Do I have to acknowledge it or what? Discard changes or stage changes. So I can hit plus, I guess, to take on the change. And then I can look here at config py. That one's printing a test too. Oh, interesting that it just wants to do that. Can close that. Can close that one. Can close that. Can close that. And I think I looked at this one. Let's look again. Oh, so in the main PY, they added a large section. I guess this is the part in green. Or maybe they removed it. Wow, interesting. So the code does check to see if a GPU is running. And if not, it goes back to using GPU. So that's interesting. I didn't know it had that ability. This is just all the code it wrote, and I first time I'm really looking at it in depth. It's decided to use a tool called Flask, apparently. And we'll go ahead and use that. And now I'm going to commit the change. Oh, commit is Control Enter. Oh, I can write a summary of the commit. Added ability to not have GPU. CPU only mode is possible. Okay. So then if I hit Control Enter, I think that'll commit it. And then I can push it back up to the GitHub repository, just like that. So that's cool. So these are the tools. I can do all these things like SSH. What am I running in here? This is called Replit. Configure remote access to connect to this REPL from another machine or IDE. That's cool, because then I could connect to it with another tool called Visual Studio Code, VS Code, which is kind of cool. We can do web view, and let's see if we can run this thing. I don't know if it'll even let me run it. Cannot find CUDA drivers on your machine. GPU will not be used. That's okay. Oh, this is interesting. The TensorFlow. The CPU needs to have a certain library available. And I can ask AI a question. Supposedly. And then I go over here. Maybe I can just make this bigger. Does the CPU support the needs of TensorFlow? And we can see what goes on there. Meanwhile, checking on the chat and see if anybody's hanging out there. And I want to see if we are live streaming on BitChute. How can I do that? Oh, I don't see it. It doesn't look like we are. How sad is that? Okay, well, I put in the streaming code stuff from yesterday. Maybe we are. No, don't use turmeric. Oh, I am streaming. Great. So big lag. There's a big lag, but that's okay. Hey, I'm just so happy that I'm streaming on BitChute. Welcome to the future of Joe Baker's Remedy Report. There else. Maybe I can show you guys this, huh? Share this tab instead. And there's the BitChute platform with me on it. I paused it. I can play it a little bit, huh? Share this tab instead. You might be able to skip ahead in there if you there's the fast forward key or the forward paused it. You might be able to this, huh? All right, tab instead. 10, you might be able 9, to skip ahead 8, 7 in there if you there's the fast forward key or the forward paused it. 3, 2. You might be able to 1 this, huh? 2. All right, tab instead. 10, you might be able 9, to skip ahead 8, 7 in there. Yeah, so if you hit the forward arrow a few times while you're watching on BitChute, it'll push you forward to the edge of to the beginning of the whatever. You'll be kind of at the front end of the buffer for the live streaming, and then you won't be lagging so much. I don't know. Do they even have chat on the BitChute platform? I don't know, but there's 5 views already. But I think 3 of them were from last night when I wasn't even streaming. It's like people can jump in on the channel and see what's going on. So, look, I don't have all the answers in terms of how to program with AI, but I'm in the point of discovery. So, as I think everyone is, and so we're just trying to work this out, figure it out. And if this happens to help you, well, that's a good thing. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, I just really wanted to try this out and see if BitChute would work. So maybe we'll go live a little bit later on. But for now, I'm just going to say goodbye. Thanks, everybody. And if you haven't watched, I did an episode on about fluoride yesterday and the day before. Some big news happening there. It's a good time to push your local representatives on this issue to have them stop putting fluoride in the water. So there you go. It'll give you some good ammunition about things that are going on, how the court case just ruled the EPA has to come up with some rules in the next 2 years. They have the opportunity to appeal the decision, so that might happen. But all right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.